Hi guys,
welcome back to my channel. It's your girl ANI AND
and it's your girl Nadine,
and today we've got another video for you. In this video today we're going to be doing kind of like an advice to my younger self
video.
We put this question out on Instagram and we got your advice for your younger self, and we're going to be reading them out and giving you our opinion and our advice to our younger self too.
So if you're not following us on Instagram, make sure you do, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you do. And let's get into this video.
Okay.
So yeah, like we said, you guys have told us what you would have liked to know when you were younger, and we're going to elaborate and also give our opinion on the advices we'll give to our younger self. So without further ado, let's begin. So most of them are on my phone, so if I'm looking down, just bear with us for a minute. So the first one that someone said is, be your true authentic self. So
this one's quite important actually, because in this world, it's so much to like try and be someone else and try and change your character, but it's so hard to do, honestly, when you're not yourself and you're trying to pretend to be someone else that you're not. It's just a lot that goes into it, a lot of energy and a lot of stuff. Like, you leave you exhausted. Just try and be yourself. Like, don't try and be something you're not. You're gonna waste a lot of time, a lot of energy being something you're not. So just be your true authentic self from a young age. Establish what you want to do, who you want to be, what you like, what you don't like. It might be hard, I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard as a young person to figure out who the heck you are. Even people in their 30s, 40s still haven't established who they are, and it's hard for somebody who's just coming up in their 20s to just decide, okay, this is what I want, this is what I'll do. Like, so I would say try new things, try things that you might not have tried before, see if you like it, see if you don't, learn your boundaries and learn, you know, where to draw the line, and just try and be yourself. Like, throughout your whole kind of figuring out process, try not to copy and be something that you see, because it might be like, that might be toxic for you, and it just might mess with your whole mental health, and you're there like doubting yourself, comparing. That's where the whole comparison thing comes into it, and it's just unnecessary. So yeah, that'll be the first one. So another thing that someone said, advice to my younger self, is be aware of fake people, like from a young age. This one is mad still, I'm not gonna lie. I know, but we kind of had to learn and kind of like figure it out as we like grow older, but there are fakeness. And there's a lot of people that come to you like as angels, like literally as the best people you can ever meet. You won't find any fault in them, but you start to see some signs, they will always crack, and you start to see some things that just are not adding up. Just be wary of like if they don't have the same morals and behavior as you, if they're showing you one face and then behind your back they're doing something different. Just be aware of fake people, like from early, so because they would lead you astray, and you will go into a different path that you wasn't expecting. Like you vision something for your life, like in the future, and because of these fake people, fake situations that you get involved in, you're now led astray. And I feel like we need to be strict with our time. Like, our time on this earth is very limited, and we need to be strict with the people that we allow into our space. You might like that person, you know, you might have a good time with that person, but is that person helping you grow as an individual? Is that person feeding your knowledge? Is that person testing you? Is that person actually like driving you to be the best you can be? And that's what you need to look at. Some people, they're just there just to be there with you and just to come up with you, and it's just not, it's not the one. Like, kind of using you. Like leeches. Like these people that attach to you and they won't let go, because they just take like we ain't got time for that. So another comment that someone said that they will give to their younger self. And we're not gonna put your names on this, by the way. Someone said, always be kind and practice non-judgment. This is hard. This is crucial, because you don't know where you'll be in 30 years or 20 years time. That person that you were mean to or you were disrespectful to, you may need them in 10 years time. Or even a year. A lot can change in a year. Or even a year. You can be at the top and go right to the bottom in 1 year. Like things can flip upside from you, so obviously you need to always be kind to everyone, from the lowest person to the highest person. Be kind. Don't leave someone thinking so bad of you and like hating you because of, you know, a situation or how you've treated them. You don't know whether you'll need that person later on in life, so practice being kind, being non-judgmental. You don't know how, you know, you're going to perceive, how you perceive someone now is different of how they may act maybe like a year's time, a month's time, and you don't know anyone, you don't know anyone's struggle, you don't know what they've been through, you don't know where they are. For you to judge them, I think for my younger self, I will tell myself to be a little bit less judgmental, because judging someone off the bat is not always good, and it's not always the person that you think. That person that's doing bad openly is probably having the better situation than somebody that's pretending to do good and to be the right person. So it's not worth it. Yeah. So another one that someone said is value money more. As a younger, like when you're younger, like appreciate the value of money. So what I would say about that, like what I would give advice to myself is not just spending money anyhow, and actually valuing like money, you know, saving money, investing money, not just giving away money anyhow. Like, you know, you're going out, you're, you know, buying this for a friend, buying that for a friend, you're going out, you're spending this amount of money every time you go out. Like kind of valuing money, making sure you're smart with money from early, making sure you're making the right moves in terms of money, financially, investing, and, you know, saving for the future. You don't know where you will be in 20 years time, do you know what I mean? So I feel like, you know, making sure that you appreciate what you have, and investing in improving, making sure that you... But you know what, for this one I feel like I have a bit of a different opinion to this, because I feel like when you're young, that's pretty much the only time you have to be selfish. Like before you get married, before you have kids, before you do this, you're literally living for yourself. Like, so I feel like you can go out there, have fun, do what you need to do, travel, do this, do that, do that. But it is right, you do need to save, because some people, they do it to the extreme. Like they will go and spend their whole entire check on something, and then they won't leave anything for a rainy day. Like that's just one thing. The most important thing to do is to leave something for a rainy day. So what would you say? So for that, I would say be smart for money from early. Like don't just blow it all out, because some people just blow it. Learn how to control your spending from early. Control your spending. Have fun, but control your spending. That's a good one. Okay, so the next one that we got was, somebody said, forgive yourself like you forgive others. Failure is human, perfection isn't. And I think this one is really important. Because a lot of the time we're so quick to forgive other people, but for us, the mistakes that we've made in the past, we hold on to them so dearly, like so strongly, and it really does affect us in our daily life. Like we might not see it, but it does affect us in our daily life, and I feel like sometimes we need to forgive ourselves so that we can grow, and so that we can learn from these experiences that we have. And you just have to be kinder to yourself. Like you're kinder to everyone else around you, you're more lenient to everyone else around you, but you need to be kinder, more lenient to you. Everyone makes mistakes. You shouldn't hold that on your head for the rest of like your time. Literally, you're growing, you're learning. It's already happened in the past, so all you're holding on to you is like judgment, and it's a wasted emotion at the end of the day. Like I feel like guilt is a wasted emotion, and you're wasting it on things that you can't change. Just learn to change your future and be better from that, and learn a lesson from it, because you can really like be stuck in a dark place for a long time, and it's not necessary. Another advice that I'll give to my younger self is choosing what I want to do in life and my subjects wisely, and not wasting time in education for the wrong reasons. So for example, going to university just because, like, you know, just because everyone else is going to uni, or picking the subject just because everyone else is picking the subject. You don't want to miss like, listen, when you're like 18, everyone's going off to university, you don't want to be that friend that's left behind. So you like, but I remember I actually went to uni late. I went to uni 1 year late than everyone else, and I was like so gutted. I was like, oh my gosh, all my friends have gone to uni. I didn't go. Like I stayed a year behind. I was just like, because I did like an extra course, and I was working and stuff like that. So I felt really, really bad, but at the same time I realized now later on in life that it was so much better for me in the position that I was in at that time.
It benefited you in the long run.
Run,
you didn't go to uni just to waste time and have 9 grand to pay for no reason. For of course you didn't even like that.
Exactly.
Didn't
I had
even
to take my
you
time
anywhere.
and think about what is it that I actually want to do, because there's no point just going to uni. Okay, now you've paid the 3 years of 9 grand and now you hate the course. A lot of my friends who went to uni and I studied what they studied, a lot of them are not even doing the job that they studied at that time. So it's better for you to take your time out, because 9 grand a year is not a joke.
It's not.
It's a
You're gonna be in debt for what? For just because you can go shake leg with everyone else, or you can be, as you know, in the same group as everyone else.
No. Stay back, think about it, and
choose
really what I want to do.
Choose your subjects wisely, and you know, go to university if university is even the right thing for you. Some people don't even have to go uni. Like, university is not for everybody. Like, there's different steps and different paths people take. So that's one thing advice I'll give to my
and to counter this one as well, I would say those of you that went to uni and you studied something that you didn't like to do, don't be held up in that job that you don't like. I'm sorry.
True.
Make sure, like, if you I know you studied the 3 years, you banged it out, you paid the money, but that doesn't mean that for the rest of your life you have to now be depressed in this job that you hate.
Exactly.
There's other options in life.
You can go back to school, you can change jobs.
You can change careers, like you can change jobs, like there's so much things that you can do. Don't think that just because you spent X amount of money and X amount of years studying it, you have to stay in there, because that's not healthy. And you're gonna wake up every day be feeling depressed and sad going to this job that you hate so much. So don't do it.
Don't do it. So another advice for my younger self, someone said, is every relationship or friendship is not worth it. When you feel like it's time to let go, just let it go.
Let it go.
That is so true. Some people don't need to be in your life forever.
Yeah. No.
Some relationships don't need to last forever.
And it's not even like you need to depart on bad terms. Sometimes it's just a thing where, like, it's cordial when you don't have to speak anymore. You don't have to hold on to it just because you've been friends for 10,000 years. Like, no.
And some friendships will be like weighing you down. They're not allowing you to progress and be your better self. Some friends are still, you know, stuck in their days, in their ways, doing nonsense, doing, you know, higgy hagga stuff, and you're here trying to elevate and grow yourself. Like, it's okay to let those kind of friendships go that don't nurture you, that don't grow you, that add no value to where you want to go. Because there is a thing where, like, I would have some type of friends that I really don't need in my life, but I'd be thinking, oh, but I'm okay, I'm on the right path, like, I'm doing good, so it's okay if I'm still friends with these people. I can just chill with them from here and there and stuff like that. But then you find yourself going into things that you're not really supposed to be getting into, and it kind of goes from there. And I feel like these types of relationships just need to be kind of nipped in the bud. Like, you guys can stay cordial, stay, you know, in a positive space, but moving forward in terms of like friendship and relationships, you just don't need it. If it's like weighing you down, if it doesn't bring you any positive, it doesn't bring you positive, it doesn't bring you joy, happiness, if it's constantly weighing down your mental health, just let it go. That's one thing I would advise my younger self. Okay, so the next one is you cannot make everyone happy. Yeah. And I wish I knew this as my younger self, because I feel like as my younger self I was trying to please every single one in my life, every single person in my life. And you need to look and think for yourself and think, what is it that's going to make me happy at the end of the day? Everyone has their problems, but if you look and see what's going to make yourself happy, then I feel like in the future that's gonna be so much better for you. And if you're constantly trying to please everyone, you're putting your time into them. So for example, if your friend is constantly like, come to my party, come to this party, you're constantly trying to please them and make sure they're happy. Do you know what I mean? And you're not improving on yourself, working on yourself. Your time and your energy is going into that person and making them happy. And then what are you giving to yourself, kind of thing. So we've been in a situation where we're constantly making others happy when we're not making ourselves happy.
And another situation is like, I've got friends that went and studied medicine, they studied engineering, they studied all of these things, and they are miserable with life. They finished because their parents wanted them to study it, their family were relying on them to study it, but right now they're miserable with life.
Yeah, they've lost out on like childhood memories. They weren't able to do certain
they
things.
Hate their jobs. It's like, I understand, yeah, you need to strive to be better and everything like that, and try and do the best that you can, but at the end of the day, you're the one that's gonna have to wake up every single morning and to go to that job and to go and make that money and make people happy.
Yeah, and your goal isn't to always please your parents, your friends, your boyfriend, girlfriend. You have to kind of make yourself happy, and put yourself forward and first.
Like, be very smart with the options that you take. I'm not saying that your parents are obviously your parents want the best for you in most times, but however, you need to look at your life and see what is best for you as well.
Yeah. So another point that someone said is don't take anything for granted. Like, when you're young, what I can say about this is, for example, enjoy your school years, enjoy your time in university. Join those clubs, become, what were those clubs you do in uni?
ACS.
What are they called?
ACS.
No,
what do you mean?
Like, what is it under? Like society?
Societies.
Yeah, like join societies.
ACS.
I cannot.
The big clash.
I'm dying. No, but literally, like, enjoy. Don't take your time for granted. That's what the point is. So enjoy your youth, enjoy school. Like, my best memories are in school. Like, where I went to school, we had the best of time. My best times was in university. I was part of a society. I did cheerleading, I did dance, whatever. Like, enjoy your time, don't take things for granted, enjoy your people, enjoy your friends, enjoy your childhood. Don't be too pressured to grow up so soon. Like, enjoy being young,
and selfish, and do things for yourself,
and free.
Yeah, literally, that's what I would say. Like,
just enjoy your whole process of growing up. Don't grow up too fast.
Because there's nothing here in this adulting life. I don't like it. I'm not enjoying it.
Yeah, just don't take it for granted.
I want to go back to secondary school,
where life was easy and made sense. Everything was, simple and free.
Listen, you don't even know.
Don't take it for granted. So the next one is...
sorry guys, our camera kind of died on us, so we're gonna start.
We're back real quick.
Pick up where we left off.
So another point that someone said was, be content with what you have when you're young. So that could mean all kinds of things. So one point I would say is, with that is, when you're constantly saying, I wish I had what they had, or my parents don't have enough money, or we can't afford this, or we can't afford that, or I can't go to certain places, or I can't do certain things. So this person is basically trying to say that, be content with what you have, but strive to, better yourself in the future.
Well, yeah, that's what we would add on and say. Be content with what you have. However, when you're young, strive to have what you've never had, basically, which is
strive
what I would
to
say.
Like have a better future.
Yeah, have ambition, have drive, have motivation to do what it is that you want to achieve. And it's very hard. You have to be really dedicated to do that, and you might fail the first 10 times. In fact, you might fail, but just to keep going, because there's a lot of people, especially that get into that when they're younger, actually their spirits might be broken in pursuing what they actually want to do or where they want to go, and then they end up settling for something that wasn't really meant for them.
But yeah, so I understand that. Like, be content with what you have. Don't go like borrow things, steal things just to like fit in, and do the most. Like, be content with what you have, where you are, and especially what your parents can afford, what they can offer you, what they can give you. Don't be looking and be like, I want that, my life should be there. So yeah, I get that. So that's a good point. That's a very good point. So the next point, someone said, ignore Higgy boys. So with this, I feel like this is a good point, because it's like, when you're young, you need to avoid them boys that will leave you astray, that will just be leading you like to the left,
sideways.
So you don't want to be in a situation where your life is all messed up. You have no future because of one Higgy boy that has just left you and you know, made your life just a misery. Because when you're now going to date in the future, you have, you know, trust issues, you have this issues, you have trauma, you have, you know, you don't trust in men, all because of the bad men choices that you decided to go to, like, get into when you were young. So that's a good one. Advice to you, like ignore those Higgy boys and
read the signs.
Read the signs. Don't just fall for any guy that comes your way. Not every guy is good for you. And yeah, don't be settling just for any boy that comes your way when you're young, because you have a long life to live and there's better out there for you. So yeah, that's a good one. Okay, so for our last one, we're gonna do, this one is someone said trust the process, still learning this. Okay, yeah, this one I think is really important. Trust the process, like we said before. Trust what you're doing and put in work with what you're doing now, so that in the future it can be fruitful and it can multiply. Basically, just trust everything that you're doing. Trust, like, you're smarter than you think that you are. A lot of the time I think people doubt themselves too much. So if you know what you want to do, trust the process and do what you need to do to actually get there. Yeah, and with in terms of trusting the process, don't be looking at other people where they are in life and then comparing yourself to where you are in life. Like, trust your process, and what you're doing will also amount to something great. You will also be like a great person. Just trust your journey, trust where you know where you're going. Experience, your bad experiences as well, they can teach you lessons. And they can take you further. And honestly, just trust your process, and don't think that you having a bad day, your life is ruined. Don't think that one bad moment means one thing for the rest of your life. Or you got into a bad situation, that situation now defines your whole life. No, you know, trust the process, that you are great, you will be great, and that nothing will come in the way of that. And some people have their own process, some people have their own journey. You are on your own journey, your own process. Trust it, believe in it, and yeah, it'll be better for you in the long run. Yeah, I think that's right, to be honest. I think we've pretty much summed up we've got some great answers back. Thank you to you guys. If we haven't read out your answer, then I'm sorry, but we just didn't have enough time. But we read them all, and I think that they're all great. Yeah, there's some good things here. So if you guys think of any you know, advice that you give to your younger self, please comment those down below. Let us know. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.